Long ago, in a city where the winds carried the scent of spices and old secrets, there lived a young man named Aladdin. He was neither noble nor wealthy. He wore clothes patched many times over, and his pockets were always empty. But he had something far more precious, a heart full of curiosity and dreams, too big for the narrow alleys he called home. Aladdin spent his days wandering the busy markets, watching merchants call out their prices and children chase each other between stalls. Though he had little, he often smiled, imagining adventures in faraway lands. One evening, as the last rays of the sun painted the rooftops gold, Aladdin strayed into the ruins of an ancient bazaar that no one dared to enter. It was said to be cursed, haunted by the spirits of forgotten kings. But Aladdin's hunger for discovery was stronger than fear. He stepped inside, the shadows wrapping around him like a cloak. There, half buried in the dust, he noticed a strange, old lamp, dull and dark as a cold stone. He reached for it cautiously. The moment his fingers brushed its surface, a chill ran down his spine. But he could not resist. He lifted it, feeling its unexpected weight, and gently rubbed it to clear the grime. Suddenly, the ground beneath him trembled. A column of swirling blue smoke bursts from the spout. The walls echoed with a voice deep as thunder. "I am the genie of the lamp. Speak your wish, and it shall be done." Aladdin staggered back in shock, his heart beating like a drum. For a moment, he thought he must be dreaming, but the genie's enormous eyes fixed upon him with an unsettling calm. Gathering his courage, Aladdin spoke. "I wish for riches beyond measure." The genie bowed. In the blink of an eye, the broken tiles beneath Aladdin's feet transformed into glittering marble. Torn curtains became silken drapes, and golden treasures piled up around him like waves. Aladdin gasped. Never in his wildest dreams had he imagined such wealth. Soon, he built a palace so tall it seemed to touch the stars. Nobles from distant lands sent him gifts. Musicians played in candlelit halls. Everyday servants brought him precious fruits and rare perfumes. At first, Aladdin felt triumphant. He rode the finest horses through the city, and crowds bowed before him. He believed he had finally captured happiness. But as weeks turned into months, he began to notice a darkness creeping into his heart. He would walk through his golden halls and feel nothing. At night, he sat alone in vast chambers, the silence louder than any applause. He missed the warmth of simple things, a kind word, a friend's laugh, the taste of plain bread after a long day. One night, unable to sleep, Aladdin rose and wandered through his palace. The moonlight cast long shadows on the walls, making the riches look cold and lifeless. He held the lamp in his hands, feeling its smooth surface, and whispered, "Is this all there is? Gold and emptiness." The genie appeared again, his eyes soft with understanding. "You have one wish left," he said. "Choose wisely." Aladdin closed his eyes. His thoughts turned to the days when he had nothing but hope, and somehow he had felt alive. He thought of the children laughing in the markets, the old woman who once gave him a piece of bread when he was starving, and he understood. With a trembling voice, he declared, "I wish to be free of this illusion. Take away the riches. Let me find happiness in what truly matters." For a moment, the genie was silent. Then he nodded, as if this was the wish he had been waiting to grant all along. A warm wind swept through the palace. The golden walls dissolved into the night air. The treasures faded like mist, and the lamp itself vanished from Aladdin's hands. When he opened his eyes, he was standing once again in the quiet, crooked alley where he had been born. But everything felt different. His heart was lighter than it had ever been. He looked up at the stars and smiled, feeling the cool night breeze on his face. He had nothing but he was free. and he was at peace. From that day forward, Aladdin lived a life of simplicity. He helped the poor, shared what little he had, and made true friends who valued him for his kindness, not his wealth. He learned that the greatest magic was not hidden in any lamp or treasure, but in a heart that knows how to love and be grateful. We search the world for miracles, but the most powerful magic lives quietly inside us. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical tales.